Hello everyone. I'm going to try to walk you on through with this recipe. I named it mashed potato and berry cupcakes. And I really got the idea for this thing from another recipe in Cook's Calm, but I've changed it rather drastically. So I'll walk you on through and tell you each ingredient and stuff as we go along here. First thing, you need a nice big old bowl and put 2 cups of flour into it. And to that, 2 cups of flour, you got to add a bunch of stuff and mix them all in. For example, you start off with 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and you put that in there. And then you put some spices in, and I'm kind of partial to these. 2 to 2.5 teaspoons full of cinnamon powder and nutmeg powder and cloves powder, but you can put ginger powder in there, and a cup of granulated white sugar, or you can use 2 cups, and a cup of brown sugar if you only use 1 cup of granulated sugar, a cup of brown sugar, and if you don't use the white sugar, you can put 2 cups of brown sugar in there. But it takes about 2 cups of sugar to really do it. Anyway, you get all the dry stuff together, and you take your big old spoon and beat around on the dry stuff and mix it all together real good so that everything is all uniformly through there. And then you put the other things in, starting off with some cooking oil, like you need about 2/3 of a cup of canola oil or another good cooking oil, but I would not advise you to use olive oil, but anyway, good cooking oil. And then 2 or 3 whole eggs, beat them on in there, and about 3/4 of a cup of milk. And you mix that in with the dry stuff, and you mix it up real good so you don't have too big lumps. And then you put in 2 cups of cooked or mashed, cooked and mashed or riced potatoes. And you mix those in. You might need a good mixer machine, but you can do it with a spoon. I've done it. And after you get it all mixed up and everything is all nice and in there, you put 2 or 3 cups of dried craisins, or you can use just plain old raisins, blueberries, dried cherries, dried prunes cut into little pieces, and so on. And then you're going to have a big bowl all full of batter. Now, while all this is going on, it wouldn't hurt to turn the oven on, bring it up to 300 to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and just let it warm up real good, and set your timer ready to time your your baking time, and you set that to your choice. 60 or 70 minutes is a pretty good estimate of how long it's going to take. I usually hit it about 60 minutes, but it may take longer. If you use the 300, it may take even longer than 70, but have a timer. And then I set out my little baking cups for the cupcakes in the muffin pans to hold them upright, and it'll take about 24 of them. And if I think I need it, I'll squirt them a little bit with Pam spray just to lubricate the little cupcake holders, make sure everything is really slippery for the finished cakes to come out. And then you load the cupcake holders with the batter about 2/3 full, give or take a little. You don't want them over spilling, so it's a good idea not to fill them all to the top. Well, then there's not much else to do except to bake them, and you bake them until they look done, and stick a toothpick in them and make sure it comes out clean if you want to. I just look at them. If they don't look like they're burnt or raw, then I figure they're done. Take them out, let them cool down, and you're finally going to have one that I call it Ready for Freddy, because that's my middle name. And I just really like these cakes a lot. And if you leave them around where I can find them, I'll eat them all up on you before you get a chance to have any. Anyway, the next view here is going to be of the complete recipe, and you can stop the video and look at it from time to time and make sure you got everything pretty well in hand. It may not be that easy to see, but you got a control on your computer, I'm pretty sure, where you can take and make the print a little bigger or a little darker, whatever, and get to looking at it. I hope you make these. I hope you spread them around and give them to folks you like, because they're pretty good, especially if you have lots and lots of dry fruit in them. It beats the old-fashioned fruitcake by a mile. So thank you very much, and we'll see you all some other day.